What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at again with another video. So I'm gonna check out Street Racer escaped 10 police chases. Now that's crazy if that's true. One person being able to escape the cops 10 different occasions, that's crazy. You're definitely on some Fast and Furious Dominic Toretto type vibes. You're part of the family. You gotta be a part of Dominic Toretto's family to be able to escape the cops 10 separate occasions. I gotta see how true this is. Once again, I always say this: I don't condone guys or gals running from the cops, especially in these vehicles. You never know what could happen. So please, if you are in a situation, just pull over. I mean, unless you're related to Dominic Toretto and you can escape with ease without hurting anybody, all right, I guess. But we're going to check this out. Should be an interesting one. Appreciate all love support y'all showing on the channel as of late. Thank y'all so much to all the new subscribers and all the love in the comments and stuff like that. Let's get right into it, man.
Number 1. 2023 Mustang baits cops at a stop and then flees, resulting in a high-speed chase. In a daring move that left Arkansas state troopers scratching their heads in disbelief, a Mustang driver executed a jaw-dropping bait-and-switch maneuver.
Okay.
On the fateful day of September 23, 2022, what initially seemed like a routine traffic stop for Trooper Rand Lace of the Arkansas State Troopers quickly escalated into a heart-pounding, high-speed chase that left everyone involved in a state of disbelief.
All right, so he pulls
As
over.
Trooper Lace approached the vehicle, he quickly realized that the driver might have a warrant with the Marshal Service, sending a surge of adrenaline through his veins. The tension was palpable as the two cars pulled off the road, and Trooper Lace engaged in a brief exchange with the driver. "Hey, I ran this tag. This guy, he might have a warrant with the Marshal Service, if it's the one that I ran." Trooper Lace could be heard saying, his voice betraying a sense of urgency and anticipation. The situation was rapidly unfolding, and no one could predict what would happen next. After acquiring an ID from the driver and heading back to his car, Trooper Lace waited with bated breath for the report to come back.
So he got the ID from him. So this is very interesting. If he does, most likely I'm guessing he's going to run, but he has the person's ID. Unless it's a fake ID. Could be that too, so I don't know.
"That'd be him," Trooper Lace exclaimed, his voice filled with surprise and incredulity as the report confirmed his suspicions. The turn of events left everyone on edge as the realization dawned that this was no ordinary traffic stop.
Uh-oh.
Everything happened in a flash. The officers, fueled by a sense of urgency.
Oh, yeah. When both of them step out the vehicle, yeah, there's probably been somebody they looking for. And he actually gave up the information, gave him his ID and stuff. I don't know, I don't know if those are his plates or, you know, some fake plates, but I don't know. That's kind of, I'm just saying I'm not condoning him running from the cops, but if you know that some cops are looking for you and you pull over, I mean, I guess you want them to know because they clearly have your info. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
Leaped out of their police cruiser and approached the driver with the news of the warrant. But before they could say anything, the driver made a split-second decision and took off in his Ford Mustang GT, leaving a trail of dust in his wake.
Unless he
The
didn't
hazards
know
on the Mustang
that
were
he had
still
warrants.
flashing, a taunting reminder of the driver's brazen escape. Within moments, the Mustang had vanished into the distance, leaving the officers in awe of the sheer speed and agility of the sports car. Within 30 seconds of fleeing, the Mustang had disappeared from sight, as if swallowed by the horizon. It was a perplexing sight, leaving the officers scratching their heads in disbelief. Undeterred, the officers pushed their police cruiser to its limits, chasing the Mustang at breakneck speeds of 130 miles per hour, 209 kilometers per hour.
It was too late,
The
bro.
adrenaline was pumping, but the elusive Mustang remained elusive, never coming back into view. As the chase continued,
He lost them on just a straightaway highway, bro. The type of acceleration he had, I mean, granted, he had enough time because they had to run back into the car. He was already gone. It didn't matter.
officers encountered a series of obstacles on the road, with 18-wheelers blocking their path.
It was over.
The tension rose as the trucks failed to move over quickly enough, impeding the police progress.
Yep.
With each passing minute, the situation grew more intense, and the officers faced the daunting challenge of navigating through the traffic in pursuit of a high-speed Mustang. By the 4-minute mark, the situation had become even more complicated, with the trucks obstructing the chase. The officers were faced with a dilemma, torn between the urge to catch the Mustang and the need to navigate through the obstacles. Just like that, the chase came to an abrupt end.
Yeah.
The police were forced to call off the pursuit, leaving them with more questions than answers. Who was this mysterious driver that managed to outsmart the authorities and disappear without a trace? What happened to them after the adrenaline-pumping chase? Are they still at large, evading capture? The internet was abuzz with speculation, but despite exhaustive searches, no concrete information had surfaced.
Yeah, my
Number
man was
2.
gone, bro. My man, it didn't even matter. My man was gone. It wasn't even no outsmarting. He just took off. There was no turns. There was no trickery. He didn't even turn off the lights. You know, some vehicles you can turn off the rear lights to disappear into the darkness. He was just gone. He had his hazards on and he disappeared. Just straight shot. All right. Okay. Hey, time to go back to the station.
Motorcyclist arrested due to his TikTok video after fleeing successfully. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, a daring motorcyclist in Georgia found themselves in hot water after his social media shenanigans caught up with him. With a whopping 12 arrest warrants to their name, all stemming from the recent online activity, this rider's escapades were nothing short of...
Yeah, but I don't... Look, man. If you running from the cops, don't post it to fucking TikTok, bro, or social media, because guess what? They can just check. That's it. Don't post it. If you're going to post it, make sure it ain't, you know, it's obvious that it's you. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of you self-snitching on yourself. I get it. You want to post it for the coolness, for the likes and the clicks and stuff, but you got to be careful because all they got to do is just, oh, that was you? Oh, all right, bet.
Thrilling. In a heart-pounding pursuit that spanned across multiple counties, law enforcement in Georgia found themselves in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse with a daring motorcyclist riding a Triumph. The rider's evasive maneuvers left the police in hot pursuit, but eventually they lost contact with the high-speeder, leaving authorities determined to bring them to justice. Lieutenant Reimers of the Clayton County Police Department took it upon himself to scour social media for any evidence of the crime being shared online. And what he stumbled upon was nothing short of jaw-dropping, footage that appeared to be from the rider's perspective, showing the high-speed chase. In the video, the motorcyclist can be seen weaving in and out of traffic, cutting through the flow of cars at breakneck speeds. The rider's daredevil antics, including lane splitting, a highly dangerous and illegal maneuver. It was a heart-stopping display of speed and agility as the rider seemed to effortlessly evade the pursuing police.
Like, it wasn't even close.
As Lieutenant Reimers analyzed the footage, he couldn't help but be perplexed by the sheer audacity of the rider's actions. How could someone be so daring, so reckless, and so brazen in their attempts to escape the long arm of the law? It was a burst of adrenaline-fueled madness that left him both intrigued and astounded. The video quickly gained traction online, with social media users buzzing with speculation about the rider's motives and the outcome of the chase. Discussions and debates raged on, with armchair detectives dissecting every frame of the footage in search of clues and hints. It was a tantalizing puzzle that had everyone hooked, eagerly anticipating the next twist in this thrilling saga. The rider in question took to social media to defend their actions, claiming that the police were actually at fault for the high-speed chase. In a TikTok video,
it's kind of hard to say that, like they're at fault at you don't have to run. No one's saying you have to run. You don't have to switch lanes, lane split. You don't have to run red lights. You don't have to speed. That's not gonna work. It's the officer's fault. Yeah, hey, bro, just say you wasn't trying to get caught. Just keep it 100. You wasn't trying to get caught, bro. That's it. Just be 100 about it. Hey, I wasn't trying to. Cops wasn't catching me. And call it a day. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, you didn't have any opportunity to just chill. Because I've seen people who don't run. I've seen plenty of like bikers who don't run, and the cops were just being, assholes about the whole situation. They could have just dipped, but they didn't. You decided to do that, and that's just what it is.
Motorcyclist said, "No siren on the emergency lane. No way, I know he's trying to pull me over, putting more people in danger than what I did. I just matched his energy. Be mad if you want." Now this guy is fearless. As authorities dug deeper into the case, they were able to track down the rider through their social media presence. It turned out that only one Triumph Street Triple RS was registered to a local owner at the time of the chase.
Wow.
And this particular bike had been significantly modified. Lieutenant Reimers of the Clayton County Police Department, who was leading the investigation, uncovered images of the bike at the suspect's residence on their social media pages, which he promptly shared with the state police. Lieutenant Reimers and a state trooper paid a visit to the suspect's residence on December 14. During the visit, the suspect reportedly admitted to being involved in the chase, leading to the issuance of 12 arrest warrants for the rider. The case was becoming more perplexing by the minute, with new details emerging. Number 3. Driver escaped.
So basically, once again, he self-snitched on himself. All they had to do is find out what particular bike it was, who was it registered to, who bought it, and then go on to social media, see he's parked at his crib, knock on the door. Hey, we got some warrants for your arrest, bro. Like, what do you? Come on, man.
Escapes police with lights out. In a
I was
daring
just talking
move,
about
a
this.
suspect made a dramatic exit from the southbound San Diego.
I was just talking about this. There are cars, modified cars, where they're able to turn off their lights, and that way the cops can't see them if they're in the dark trying to chase after them. They can't see the rear lights and stuff like that. It's dangerous though, but I mean, all of this is dangerous, but people get very creative when it comes to escaping the police.
Freeway. With authorities hot on their trail, the suspect weaved through the traffic, skillfully evading the police in a heart-stopping pursuit that had everyone holding their breath. In a thrilling and high-speed pursuit that unfolded on Monday night, a daring driver led authorities on a wild chase, reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour. The chase started in Glendale when police attempted to pull over the suspect for lacking license plates on their SUV and making an illegal U-turn. But instead of stopping, the suspect hit the gas and fled, kicking off a heart-pounding chase that spanned multiple freeways. With sirens blaring and lights flashing, the suspect weaved in and out of traffic on the Glendale Freeway, then onto the Golden State, Ventura, San Diego, Ronald Reagan, and Foothill freeways.
Yeah.
The driver showed no signs of slowing down, even trying with the headlights off at times, making the chase even more intense and perilous. As law enforcement officers pursued the suspect both on the ground and in the air, the chase took a jaw-dropping turn when the suspect abruptly exited the southbound San Diego freeway in the Hawthorne area, near the bustling Los Angeles International Airport and the busy Glen Anderson 105 freeway. With lightning-fast reflexes, the suspect raced under a freeway overpass, evading capture and leaving authorities scratching their heads in awe of the daring escape.
How'd they do
The
that?
pursuit had all the hallmarks of a high-stakes action movie, with twists and turns that left everyone on the edge of their seats. The driver outran the police. If you liked the video,
I wish I could have seen it.
As I'll
That would have been cool if they showed how he did that. That's the only thing. I wanted to see how they did that shit. That definitely sounded like some movie high stakes type action film. Like you go under the overpass and the car keeps going, but you're not in it. I wanted to see how that happened, man. But hey, man, this was a pretty dope video. Seeing different scenarios of people escaping the police, even though the last one I would have liked to seen how the actual footage of how that played out. But once again, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna always say this, I don't condone it, man. Be safe out there in these streets. Just pull over if the cops pull you over. Make sure your record's clean. Make sure you ain't got no warrants. If you do got some tickets, go ahead, go to court, pay them. I know you don't want to, and it may not even be right, but go ahead and take care of that situation so that way you ain't got to worry about if you do get pulled over in the future, you having any potential warrants or anything of that nature. But comment down below, let me know some other car related videos y'all want me to check out. Appreciate all the love, support. Road to 150K. Well, one day. Road to 10K. We're almost there. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.